Girl.
Hey, girl.
Patrice, they can't see us, honey. We behind the curtain, honey. Okay, we're gonna do like a behind the curtain show. I'm fine with that. Get to watch it eat it, honey. Okay.
Listen, I'm
I'm
hungry.
hungry too, girl. You got me going. Oh, I like that bowl too. Hold on, let me find the show, y'all, because I like to send like private messages out. But you want to share what you was just talking to me about too? Until you want to talk about that on the afterglow.
Oh, I have a problem talking about it now because I know
Yeah.
some other parents might be going through the same drama too.
Listen, this is why us black women we snap and people wonder why what's
Okay.
wrong with us. People always playing games. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
the situation is this: my oldest daughter had got a message about a week ago that her, along with the rest of her peers, that's living in this new dorm or renovated building that she just got in October, that they have to move out. Um, Basically, like effective immediately within like in a couple of weeks or a week from now. They didn't give the students reason why that the building is closing permanently, but they told them that they will be relocated into a different dorm where that dorm is already occupied with other students.
My God.
Now, they also had told her that, and not just her, but everyone else in that building as well, that they had like an hour time frame to basically move all their stuff. Now,
Mm.
which is impossible because there's no way in the world that you can move all your things by yourself without any
Mm.
assistance, without any
Mm.
other stuff, with an hour time frame. So, of course, my daughter upset, irritated, annoyed, and all that good stuff because, yes,
Right.
we went directly to the source to see, to get some answers. And unfortunately, no one really gave her any definitive answers. The
Mm.
person that who was there, I think there was his her dorm director has now been promoted to I want to say assistant director for resident housing.
Right.
But
Right.
he just got into it at the last minute because the person that previously worked there
Uh
quit.
huh. Oh.
So he's basically, entering to something that pretty much is chaotic, crazy, or whatever.
Right. Right.
So, my daughter tried to connect with him. She did talk to him a couple of times, but again, there was no straightforward answers as to why
Right.
this has to happen.
Right. Right.
Now, mind you, a couple of months prior, her and one of her dear friends decided they wanted to, pair together, room together, in the same dorm they're currently living in now, not
Mhm.
knowing this was going to take effect.
Right.
Um,
Right.
Being as though that now that they find that they have to be moved out, that kind of compromised them living together. Hey, LaShawn.
Oh. Hey, LaShawn, how are you?
So that was another issue there because they, it was just all crazy. It was a whole lot going on and everything. So my daughter's irate. She's getting upset. She's,
Mm.
like, I don't understand why they're doing this. And here we spending $50,000, you know,
Girl.
and nobody's giving a definitive answer. So being as though that I was a former resident director some 20 some years ago,
Mm.
I kind of know behind the scenes there's some things that they don't want the student body to know, but at the same
Yes.
time they should have a right to know, especially if they're
Exactly.
forced out of the building like that.
Yeah.
So long story short, my husband finally connected with the resident assistant director, whatever, and talked to him verbally, straight, just lay it all out and everything. And I went and talked to him too, just to get some answers, get some clarity as to what's going on. Why do the students have to be forced out of this building? Well, basically, come to find out that AMDA does not own the
The
building.
building is one of those situations.
Right, it's
Yeah.
one of those situations. But here's the thing: before Stephanie left in October, there was a
Hmm.
mandatory Zoom meeting. Hi,
Right.
Diane.
Hi,
Mandatory
Diane.
that the students and the parents were on to ask questions. Now here they are, selling, if you will, the housing that where they were going to live. That they have full bathroom, they have a refrigerator, there's a community kitchen, all that good stuff, and they was going to be happy living,
Lord.
all that stuff. not knowing, not realizing at that time that this building was not owned by AMDA.
It
It's
wasn't.
not
That's how
owned,
normally it is. Yeah.
and so we had assumed that, though the parents, all
Mhm.
everybody assumed that, because
Right.
we knew that they were renovating the building prior to her heading there. So of course, we assumed that, and even parents was asking questions about the location, about the
Right.
building, and all those other things. And of course, the director, the RAs, and some other people that was on there, they answered the questions. So here we find out today that the building was not owned, is not owned by the school. So it was a short-term lease. Now, if that was the case, they should have told the parents before that this is a short-term housing, and that we don't know exactly when the students will have to relocate, but just to give you a heads up, this is what's going on. In the meantime, they are housed here. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't say anything like that. So now here we get in this information that, okay, they decided to take that lease away. Whoever the owner is of that building decided just to cut it all together, cut ties completely. So we don't know the whole truth. My husband said it's a money thing. It must have got has to do with money, or it has to be something that it's a health risk and they don't want to be held liable, or it could be a combination of stuff. But at the end of the day, the students, they all of them, that's including the RAs, they all have to move out the building. They will let the students know, I think this coming week, because they already have finished their first semester, and they're now going to enter into their second semester. So that week they have that time to go and start packing up stuff and everything. So of course, I asked him, like, well, how in the world my daughter gonna, pack her stuff? You're not supplying any type of assistance or anything like that. You ain't supplying no boxes or anything like that or whatever. And of course, he said that, well, well, we don't have the boxes, but we can supply some things, but we do have the RAs that can help.
Mhm.
Well, the RAs cannot help because they
They
too.
they're unpacking themselves. Yeah, they're stressed out themselves. It's just going to be chaotic and crazy.
Yes. So at the end of
That's
the day,
oh,
thankfully, I called Stephanie, and I told her, you need to go talk to this dude right now. He's in the
that's
office.
right.
Go right
That's right.
now. And her and one of her friends that she's going to room with, they all went together. And then maybe like a half hour later, she texted me to let me know that they are going to have a room together. There was
Right.
two young ladies that previously were assigned to a room at that
Mhm.
dorm that they're going to move into, but they
Right.
chose to move off campus.
Right.
And they
Okay.
had to
Okay.
fill out a form to let the dorm know that we're not going to be living there, da 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 da.
Right.
So they got that space, and now they are able to share that space together as originally planned.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the good news. Thank the
Mhm.
Lord.
Thank God. But a
But
lot of other people probably wasn't fortunate, to have that
exactly,
opportunity, and that's really sad.
very sad. And
Mhm.
like I said, I can relate from a student's perspective,
Absolutely.
and I can also relate from a administrative perspective.
Yes. Yes.
um Not taking the administrative side, because to me they did wrong. They should have
Right.
been very straightforward from the beginning.
Right.
You
Right.
let the parents and the students know that this is a short-term housing, that you are not going to be living here throughout the whole year.
Right.
There,
Right.
we don't know exactly when you guys going to be prepared to move, but once we find out, we will let you know ahead
We
of
let you
time,
know. Yeah,
so you
absolutely.
guys can
I
start
kind of
preparing.
think it was something further than that. Like maybe, as far as money wise, like money
Hmm.
being distributed and things like that, where
Hmm.
maybe they couldn't keep up with the maintenance of the property or whatever. And they were like, listen, it's a lesser cost property over here. Let's move them all there. Like I'm
Hmm.
thinking that because what other like why would a campus like or college or university want to have their students, they want them students to pay because college is a business, right? So why would they have them stay in a short-term living house? That just don't make sense to me. I think it's like I think it's further, more in depth
Oh,
explanation
absolutely.
that there was some misappropriation going on, and they just
Mm-hmm.
trying to just put like a band-aid on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that's what I think. But I'm
Yeah,
sorry
and
that has happened
mhm.
to you because I know that's a struggle. Definitely even for Stephanie, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was
Mhm.
annoyed more than anything, and
Yeah.
and I was trying to help her to calm down a little bit about that and not to
Right.
stress herself too much about it,
Right.
because you guys, them, the students, they're collateral damage to the foolery.
Absolutely they are. They're not thinking of their
You
best
know,
interests. Yeah.
they're not. Again, at the end of the
Is
day,
the
it is
campus
money's.
further away from the school?
No, they take a shuttle from where they're housed to the main campus,
Yeah.
and the campus is not like like a traditional campus,
Right.
like Morgan State or
Right.
Spelman or something
Right.
like that. It's it's scattered in a sense. There's a
Right.
main location, but there are buildings elsewhere. You know what I mean, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's not on the site. They're just
Right.
like,
And
yeah,
it's right in
facilities
the
and stuff.
heart of downtown LA or downtown
Right.
Hollywood, if you will. They're right
Right.
across the street from Capitol Records. That's
Right.
exactly
Right.
where they are.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
so the area is kind of like is not upscale. It's
Hmm.
kind of like medium,
Right. Right.
so the building where they live is a renovated, it's an old hotel that they
Yeah.
renovated supposedly.
Right.
But like my husband did say, which makes sense, is that whoever leased that place to the school, they probably decided that they were not making the money as they thought they
That's
were.
probably what it was. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
That's probably what it's always money. It's like money is always the root of all this chaos and stuff. Because
it
that's
is.
something that's just unheard of. Because again, a campus loses money like that. A college loses money like that, especially when you got some parents be like, okay, they're gonna go someplace else. I'm gonna take them to the hospital. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
them here. They don't want that. So I'm pretty sure it's has to do with the money. But I'm sorry you going through that, sis. I know that is just like frustrating.
It is, but at the end of the
Mhm.
day, I'm very grateful that God, He poured favor over her, where that
That's right.
now they are. But the thing is, I told her, I said, well, I won't be settled until what
She's
He said
settled.
to you is 100%
Yeah.
accurate. That
Yeah.
you will have that room, and you and your friend will have that space together.
And is it permanent? Because you don't want her to move in there now, and then 6 months down the line, three, whatever they got to move out again. Like, like,
Hmm.
is this where she's gonna stay until she completes her, you know,
Right. Her
experience
semester.
here? Yeah,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
that can't be happening. Y'all just not gonna park them somewhere and be like, okay, we're just gonna put y'all here for now, and then because it's hard. I hate moving, so I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So for her to just like move and it's not her fault, like her decision. Like some people
Yeah.
move because it's like, hey, you want to get a better house and stuff. But for
Hmm.
her,
Hmm.
it's like she was like pushed out in a sense. So that's just too much.
Right.
Too
And
much.
and
Yeah.
both of them are out of state. Her friend,
Yeah.
she's from New York.
Right.
She's from the Bronx.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
from the Bronx. So, both of them are minority students, just
Yeah.
like a couple of her other friends are from out of state. So,
Right.
it's like where else to go,
Yeah.
and it's not fair to them. And
It's
here,
not
all this money that they've been begging, not begging, but demanding these
demanding. Yeah.
students, and they
Yeah.
block the students from getting their courses ready, right?
Right.
But yet they'll go ahead and, okay, but you got to move
Yeah.
out, and
In
this,
an
that, and
hour.
whatever. Yeah,
That's too much, girl. I'm sorry
it
you're
is
going
too
through that.
much, but that's
With
okay.
everything else that's going on, honey.
Mm-hmm.
When it rains and pours, it pours, honey. It pours. Okay.
It does. It
So
does.
listen, y'all. We just, Twonta and I were chatting. Hey guys, we were chatting before we came on
Hello.
here, and we was like, let's just continue to chat. Teresa was like,
And I'm
showtime,
still eating my
showtime.
dinner.
Yes, yes, honey.
Sorry.
I just inhaled my dinner, honey. Just pulled up in the driveway, just listen. But today's show is going to be quite interesting. Okay, as
Mm-hmm.
you guys know, Tawanta and I have been doing this show for a very, very long time. I don't know if you noticed, Tawanta. I've been posting our throwbacks in our Sister to
I
Sister
noticed.
and page because they've been coming up on my feed, right? So, and guys,
Mm-hmm.
don't forget to hit that like button, y'all, and subscribe if you're watching from the YouTube channel. But I was like, oh my God, like we have done this show for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So Tawanta, she comes up with all the topics. I do all the behind the scenes stuff, emails to the merch, to everything, even some stuff I don't want to announce right now, but we're gonna definitely announce it in later shows. But you
Mm-hmm.
know, we are just the perfect combination. We are, I see so many women who do things together, and then it goes left or what have you, and we went left for a little bit, as well, but we came back, and it's just that genuineness that I just love about you, girl. Okay, so tonight's topic is about pull push, which describes you. We are going to be doing a giveaway, guys. We're going to be doing another giveaway, everyone. Don't worry. Those who have won prizes last week, okay, your items will be going out very, very soon. I have no control over the shipping and all that other stuff, but yes, we got some coffee mug. We have a coffee one. Yeah, let's give away another coffee mug today because everybody loves the mugs. You can never have enough coffee
Mm-hmm.
mugs, never. So Teresa's gonna Teresa's ready now. Okay, y'all can start. Yeah, let's start adding in hashtag sister to sister connection, honey. Put that in the hashtag. I'm sorry, put that in the comments, y'all. Don't keep putting it over and over again. Just put it in one time because the system only counts you once. Okay, don't troll the comments. Okay, let me actually show y'all the mug so y'all can see this. It comes in multiple colors, guys.
Multiple
Uh,
colors.
yes, so this is our official sister to sister connection coffee mug. I think it comes in, well, it definitely comes in orange. The orange color is cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you the colors, guys, that it comes in. Don't worry. I'll send you the link to the site so you can see it. But it comes in orange, red, blue, pink
Mm-hmm.
that you just saw.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it, right?
I
Yeah, I
want to
think,
say
I think it's a
yellow, right?
navy blue too. I think it's a navy. There's a
Navy blue.
baby blue and a navy blue in there, I think. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so if you are the winner of tonight, you have to email us at sister to sister connection at gmail.com. Do not message us on Facebook because I have my own business. Tawanta has hers. Your message will get lost if you send us messages outside of our sister to sister connection at gmail.com. So you send it, your information over there, your address and all that. Make sure it's correct before you send it because we ain't responsible if it goes, you apartment 3C and you end up putting it in 3B, honey. You better go knock on their door and tell them to
Mm-hmm.
bring you your mug. Okay. But put the right information. So hashtag sister to sister connection. Yes. Okay. What else? Oh, we have self-care coming up, right, Tawanta?
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up.
Birthday. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
our
going to be on the
self-care.
26th. The
Mm-hmm.
26th of this month. Go ahead, sis.
Yes, I'm totally excited about this one. And y'all, this is going to be fun. I'm telling you, it's going to really be fun. And it's called Love the Simplicity of You. And we're going to have a mask. But this time, y'all, it's going to be a different mask. It's going to be a
Ooh.
different one this
You gonna put
time.
mud on our face?
No, no mud this time, bro. No mud.
Okay,
No
honey.
mud.
I like to get a little dirty.
No, this is going to be something a little different. We're gonna have a little boost moment with the
Yes.
mask. And along with that, we're gonna have some coloring going on. So we're gonna color our face, looking all pretty and all of
Okay,
that.
so we're going from mask to girl. I'm gonna be there early.
Yes, yes. It's gonna be so much fun. So the kit is $30. Yes, it is
Mhm.
$30. And my PayPal information,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
grab it right now for you, babe.
Okay.
Yes.
PayPal information will be posted for you ladies to go ahead and grab it now. I have the kits together. They are ready to be purchased and shipped to you.
Yes,
Okay.
honey. No
And
wait,
y'all are
honey.
getting a lot of goodies. Y'all getting a lot of goodies. Okay.
You
You
want
getting
to
the
check the
picture.
private chat here on StreamYard just to make sure that's the right link. Or is that the old one?
It's not T Davis. It's PayPal.me/Tawanta Jones. It's Tawanta.
Tawanta Jones. All right, I'm gonna
Mm,
put it in. I'm putting it in the back channel real quick.
yeah.
And okay, how's that?
PayPal.me
How's that,
forward.
girl?
Yes, that's it.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
your picture's on it anyway, so I think your
Yeah.
picture's on it, so you can
Hmm.
tell it's the right person.
And
All
I
right.
want every one of you ladies to come and spoil you because this is
Yeah.
about you. You know, February is love month, right? And so this is the moment for you to start loving yourself. So that means
Love.
splurge on you. You deserve it. You deserve to splurge on yourself. And, you know, and those of you who have experienced our self-care, you know how we do our self-cares. We have a good time. We have fun. We play with the colors and all that other stuff or whatever we got going on. But we really have a good time. They're sharing some stuff. It is not recorded. So it's a private session.
Yes, it is private. I'm glad you said that. Yeah.
It's a private session. So yeah, ladies, this is all about reset. It's about refuel. It's about releasing all whatever you encountered or endured throughout the week or the month or whatever, and just rejuvenate yourself, your spirit, and your mind, your soul. That's basically what it's all about.
And how much is the kit? How much is the kit?
It's $30 for the kit. So you getting the mask, you getting color card, you getting some samples, you getting all kinds of good stuff. So this is a good kit. It's a good kit. Okay. All
right. I just put in for me and Therese, honey. Coming through right now. Boom. Continue.
It's a good kit, and you will not be disappointed, especially with that mask, honey.
Ooh, let me change
that mask gonna be like, woo, woo.
Sucking. And yeah, the $30 includes shipping, right? Because people gonna be like, what's the keys? How much I gotta pay for shipping?
Yeah, it includes shipping.
Okay. But in the United States, though, y'all, she ain't gonna pay $60 to ship in Australia, honey. Y'all gotta get close to a friend out here somewhere. Okay.
I got your order in. I got your order. I just saw it, so I got your order.
Girl. See, PayPal quick. They let you know.
They don't be playing, honey. They
let you know, honey. Listen, they make sure, honey, because they take that little piece out.
Honey, yes, they take a little change.
Somebody paid me today. I'm like, wait a minute, come on, y'all, come on.
Are you
serious? Gotta take that much out for me? It was like $40.
Yeah, the bigger the payment or whatever.
Yes, the more they take. Don't y'all inbox me talking about, you can use this. All these payment systems are the same. Okay, yeah. And I'm not using Cash App for invoices and stuff like that. Ain't gonna do it.
Oh no,
ain't gonna do it. I use Cash App for some things, but not business.
Yeah, me too.
Related stuff. So,
me too. Yeah, but yeah, that PayPal, ooh, child, they gangster.
Yes, they are, honey. Like, let me get my little piece out first, honey, before it gets to you. Yeah, you're gonna have to get Teresa's address. I already.
Yes,
mine is attached to it. You'll see mine. Yeah.
So we are excited for tonight, y'all. I'm gonna explain to you this topic: push pull, which describes you.
I forgot about that. Go ahead. We talking about something, girl. I forgot about tonight's show. Go ahead, sis. I'll go by me.
Well, yeah, this is called push pull, which describes you. So basically, what that means is, are you a pusher? Do you push? Do you push the ignorance? Do you push the stuff out your life? Or are you a puller? Do you pull in the nonsense, the chaos, the crazy? I mean, or are you both? Because there's
depending
people
on the person.
They're totally undecided. Yes, they're totally undecided. So, and you know what? That makes a difference, to be honest with you. Yes, and you need to determine who you really are, because this affects everything about you. Okay, it really, really does. You may be a pusher in a positive way, but sometimes we may push some things that is important for us to have.
Right.
And we got to be careful with that too. Like, some things probably is meant for you for this season, but you push it away. Say, no, that ain't for me. No, I ain't got time for that. No, I could. But then that could have been your blessing in disguise.
Yes. You
see what I'm saying? Now, for you to be the puller, well, you pulling in the nonsense and stuff or whatever, but you got to be careful with that too, because you may be pulling some things that's too early for you to have.
Too early. Too early.
I'm just
too
saying.
Early, too soon.
Yes. And that's why you got to have discernment. You got to know. You got to know what is the right time to push. And you got to know when it's the right time to pull, honey. Okay? But you can't do both. You can't do both, because it caused confusion.
Amen.
Right? Yes. And it caused unsettledness in your life, your professional life, your personal life, all that good stuff. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it, girl. We're going to have a good conversation. We just going to talk.
Amen. So we got some talking points tonight, right, guys?
Yes, we do.
Let's pull up the first one. I just been putting your PayPal link in our group as well, because StreamYard doesn't let us do it. I have to go
Okay.
in manually. So that's the PayPal link is in there, y'all. Just put 30. All right,
Yes.
opening and closing the door of your heart, right?
Versus plucking the strings
Plucking.
of your emotions.
That's right. Talk. What does
So,
that mean?
well,
Mm-hmm.
basically, pushing again, are you the one that opens, and close the door of your heart? So you have control of what comes in your heart. You have
Right.
control what to block. You have
Right.
control of what you feel as though is safe,
Right. Right.
in your heart, because whatever is in your heart is going to control your life. It's going to control your mindset. It's going to control
Ooh.
conversation. You know what I'm
Oh my
saying?
God. I had a verse that I put, right, Therese, in our client group. And
Uh-huh.
before you go any further, this is what I said. I said, this is deep. Every lie we buy into about ourselves is rooted in what we believe about God. It's like
Mm,
our hearts say all, we may feel all these lies we're saying within us, our hearts, our minds. It boils down to, if you think that you're a horrible person and you're never going to make it in life, it's like, okay, well, what do you think about God? Well, if
right,
you believe in
right.
your heart that you can't make it, then what are you saying about God?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Mm,
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's again, ladies, that's why you have to really have discernment on
right.
certain things in your life, because you don't
Right.
want to push out things that could be a blessing to you too soon, and you don't want to
Right.
pull in things that is just not ready to be birthed out yet.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
so you got to really be careful on that area of push and pull. I'm going
Mm,
to push. Yeah, I'm pushing all the negative stuff out of my heart because it has caused too much pain. It has
right.
caused too much heartache. It has caused
Right.
too much, setbacks in my life. I have that control. I have that power. I have that choice to push out the things that's been poisoning my heart, my mind, and my soul,
Yeah.
versus and pulling and plucking away, plucking, because it's been plucking my emotions. You've been
Yep.
plucking the string or that instrument, okay, which is your heart. That instrument
Mm-hmm.
is your heart, and you've been
Mm-hmm.
plucking these emotions. You, one minute you're happy, one minute you're sad, one minute you're
Mm-hmm.
depressed, one minute you're just all over the place, because
Mm-hmm.
you have not used the tool, which is that push and tool mechanism. You have
Yeah.
not used it wisely, right,
Right.
to remove or push that stuff out of your heart. But now
Right.
you want to pull in some things that can really heal your heart,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
a meditation time.
Right.
Find the scriptures or that verse that is that is parallel to what you're experiencing or what you're dealing with or whatever.
Right. Right.
Find something on YouTube that could be that devotional for you, or
Yeah.
something in that regard, so that could start plucking your emotions in a
Find something on
positive
YouTube
way.
that. Yeah.
Okay, it can help you do better and be better. You know what I'm saying? Because a
Yep.
lot of us, we push and pull every single day. There's
Mm.
things in our lives that's pushing and pulling our emotions every single day. Am I right, Tish?
That's right, because there's times where you could be pushing away your abundance and your next level without you
Yeah.
even realizing it. And I've even said
Yes.
this to myself, where I would go when I would be like following up with potential clients, and then something will
Hmm.
come in my head like, "Oh, girl, don't just stop. You may, people may think you're being annoying. People they ain't got no money right now. Thinking like all these negative things that is pushing away
Hmm. Hmm.
my abundance. And we all do that. Each and every one of us who's watching this right
We
now,
do.
we do that. We do things and we think things that pushes us away from where we
Hmm.
need to be. We got to
And
stop doing that.
also, you
Mhm.
also have people pushing and pulling for you too, when you didn't even
Exactly.
ask.
That's right.
You didn't even ask
That's
for them
right.
to push for you. You didn't
That's
ask
right.
for them to pull that stuff out for you. They took
Right.
it upon themselves to do it
Stuff
for
to
you, like
do
they're
it.
doing
Yeah.
you a favor.
Right, right. But you got to want help too at the same time. And I think that's the
Absolutely.
struggle that happens with us as women sometimes. We think, oh, we got it. Everything's cool.
Hmm.
I don't need
Hmm.
no encouragement. I don't need nobody
Hmm.
to motivate me. I don't need nobody to help me. No, if you need help, especially when you are at your lowest, right?
Right.
Reach out. And
Right.
that's what the Sister to Sister Connection movement is all about. Get inside of our Sister to Sister Connection tribe. Is our free group on Facebook. And join us for our self-care night. We have a lot of
Yes,
fun there. You know what I mean? A
we
lot
do.
of fun
We
there.
do.
Okay.
We do.
And
We do.
get inside that, and then you get unlocked to other things. But you know, it's closing that door of your heart, your biggest desire. You
Mhm.
don't want to live a life where you have all these desires, wants, needs, and aspirations, and haven't accomplished anything. It's like, come on, when you
Yeah.
gonna get up and move?
Exactly. Yeah, because
Right,
you got to start exercising your tools. You got to start
right,
exercising your choices.
right.
You got to really, really make that decision. And I know it's difficult for some of us because we're so
Yeah,
comfortable of allowing certain things to hurt us, but yet and it's so weird because it's hurting you, but it feels good to you at the same
right.
time,
Yeah,
and that's dangerous. That's
yeah.
dangerous. That could be relationships, that could be people, it could be a whole lot of things.
Right.
So,
It's
but
because it's being comfortable and complacent. That's what gets us to that
absolutely.
point where we just continue to deal with whatever we are dealing with. But
Hmm.
breaking out of that, ladies, is like a muscle. Today my daughter and I picked her up from school, and she was telling me how, they had to run 4 laps around the track today. I'm like, listen, we had to do a 5-mile run when I was in gym in middle
Hmm.
school, and you could not walk. If you walked, you failed. And everybody's like, they would they
Mm.
would they would like tease you because who fails gym? Like, you failed gym. Like, how can you fail gym? And
Yeah.
so I remember my old coach. He was ex-military, honey. He used to sit in the little go-karts, be
Yeah.
drinking water while we running
Yeah.
around in the woods doing our 5-mile run. But again, we didn't start out running. We had to walk. So maybe you run the first mile, then you walked, or
Hmm.
vice versa. But each
Right.
time you're out there running, you get further
Hmm.
and further and further and further. Your endurance builds up.
Right.
Like I have a
Right.
client that's losing weight. She's losing a massive amount of weight, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to lose weight, but I'm gaining weight and losing because I'm doing weights." And I'm like, "Girl, you got to just do full cardio.
Hmm.
You put your body into shock, and then you're gonna see the pounds drop." So it's like
Hmm.
endurance, guys, that's going to get you to that point where you can push away the nonsense, but then push in the
Yeah.
positivity and grace and all those things that you need.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So,
Mhm.
ladies, I want you to go ahead and comment below.
Yeah.
What has been your challenge to push and pull?
Yeah. And what
And
have you
what,
been pushing away last year? Like, tell us some
wow,
things that
yeah.
you have pushed away. Be honest. Come
Hmm.
on. We all pushed away something, honey.
We sure
Tell us
have.
some
And
things that you pushed away that
hmm
you want to stop pushing away.
absolutely.
Just say
And
it.
like, I can't deal with this no more. So I have to push you out of my life. I got to push this Negro out of my life. I mean, whatever it is, it could be just things that you had carried in over for
Right.
years, and you started to have this revelation about how this situation has paralyzed you
Right.
from, moving forward in your life. And here it is, 2022, and it's not promised if you're going to see another year.
No,
So,
it ain't. And
you
you also don't know what can happen tomorrow. Even beyond
absolutely,
passing, it's like you could end up in like a situation that you have to
yeah,
pick yourself out of. Like even with me and my business, it's like if I'm feeling down and depressed and overwhelmed, I have to pick myself out of that. I can't just leave and say, okay, that's a whole nother stream of income I'm walking away from. So it's like
exactly.
sometimes you just gotta get into the habit of learning how to save yourself and just be dependent upon
Hmm.
you, you
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. See y'all over here. Hit that like button for us,
So let's
honey.
go to number 2.
Let's go to number 2, baby. Because
What's
we're gonna
tip
do the
number?
afterglow, guys. After Therese puts
Yes.
it, the Zoom link in there. Right after we done with this show, we do the afterglow.
Yes,
Okay, we don't record the afterglow. We just go more deeper into tonight's topic, honey.
right. We do, honey. We do. We
Okay,
keep it
and so join us.
private.
No men's though. I almost kicked somebody out last week because I thought it was a man. So if you're
Woohoo!
going under your little son's account, make sure you switch the name before you come in the room. Okay. Because I'll be having that remove button like no miss. Okay. Yes. What did the show say?
Hmm.
Somebody said a comment. Trees pull up says Trees is our show producer, honey. We
She's
love
the
her.
bomb.com.
She's the bosom.com. Hold on, I need to get a drink, honey. You over here drinking. I need to get some drink too.
I got my water. My water. Gotta have my water, y'all. Gotta have my water. Yes. So she said friends.
She pushed away friends.
Oh, you pushed away friends. Ooh, that's a good one right there, honey.
I'm your
Yeah.
friend, Sean. You never pushed me away.
Oh.
love LaShawn.
Mm. Yeah. So number 2, let's talk about number 2. Pushing.
Yes.
Are you the one that pushes the arguments, or do you pull the arguments in that can cause confusion? Again, you can't be both now, but we got people who can do
I
the
was about to
pushing
say
and the
both.
pulling.
I was about to say both. You're right. We
But
can't
you
be
got
both.
instigators. You got
Uh-huh.
instigators. You got people that likes to cause confusion. That
And
likes
then
to
you got
cause some
some women
argument.
who just don't want to let things go. So that's a
Absolutely.
quick way to push an argument where you're like, listen,
Mm-hmm.
I learned even with my husband and just people in my life, I just learned how to agree to disagree. You can feel how you feel, I feel how I feel, and just moving on, instead of
Mm-hmm.
holding on to things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does
Absolutely.
that cause confusion a lot.
Oh,
It
it
does.
does cause
Hmm.
confusion. Yeah. I mean, if you are in a position in your life where you are just trying to get rid of all the toxic waste of
Yeah.
drama that's
Right.
been building up in your life, this
Right.
is the time to start pushing that stuff out.
Right.
Just like we have to do an
The
enema, and I'm not
purge.
trying to
Yeah.
be gross,
Purge.
but
Honey.
yeah, you gotta
Detoxing.
yeah, you got all that nasty toxin in your body. What you gonna
Yeah.
do? You're going to have to get something to move it out, to push it
Yeah.
out. So
Hmm.
likewise, you have to do the same thing when it comes to yourself, to your
Right.
emotional status, if you will. And
Right.
arguments now, yeah, okay, it all depends on the argument. It depends
Right.
on the
Case by
debate. It's
case.
right. It depends on that. Maybe there's some arguments and debates that is valid in
Yeah.
terms that that you definitely can take that time to argue about it and really come
Right.
to a conclusion. You're both settled
Yes.
or what
You're so
have you.
right. You're so
You
right.
know what I'm
Arguing
saying?
takes up so much energy in us.
Yes,
It does. Like,
it
forget about trying to
does.
prove your point. This is why I say I just agree, disagree, because when I start getting yelling and getting like really upset, even if I'm getting riled up,
Mhm.
it just takes so much energy.
It
It
does.
really
I'm a living
does.
witness. I am
Sometimes you're
such a
proving
living
your point to
witness.
people, y'all, they'll never get and understand. Thank you, baby.
Right, exactly. And ladies, if you have ever been in that kind of situation where the arguments got so over the top and it just exhausted you, you know how the app, the side effects, the side effects of what it does to you. And it leaves you still boiling, even though it's 6 hours later. You
Oh
know what I'm
yes.
saying?
Oh
Because
yes.
you still, rewinding back the argument in your mind.
Replaying it in your mind, honey.
Yeah, and then you're going to talk it over again to your sister friend or to your husband or to your whoever, and then it's going to get you all upset all over again, right? So yeah, are you that one that likes to pull arguments in? Are you that one that likes that you're creating a team of people, that support your argument to continue the argument? If that makes sense. You go ahead and you spill your case to your sister friend and say, "Oh, that man was no good, honey. He ain't no good, girl. I need to do something. We need to do something. Whatever the case." And then they're like, "Girl, come on, we're gonna tell him like it is. We're gonna do that." You causing confusion. You causing that. You pulling that argument in, or what have you. And I'm telling you, it doesn't help the situation. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help that person. It makes you look bad, to be honest with you. And I'm just being real with you. And I don't understand why we as sisters, we as women, we're the ones that make it worse on ourselves. And we oh my God, when we get into a cat fight or what have you, we don't understand how it caused so much disvalue over in our lives. Like, I watch these reality shows and stuff, and you see how these sisters just go ahead and start, yo, you the B, and
Disgusting. Oh,
all that stuff. And these are gorgeous, beautiful,
you're
intelligent,
talented. Yes.
yes, beautiful, beautiful women, but yet, they pulling these arguments that's been causing all kinds of confusion and stirring up all kinds of,
Hmm.
commotion to
Right.
the results of, now you're going to have a fight. Now the girl's a B. Now this
Hmm.
girl got to get out your effing face and all this other stuff that y'all be
Right.
saying. But you don't understand how that disvalues you. It
Right.
totally it just kills your character.
Exactly.
Kills
And
you
yeah,
as a woman. It really does.
100%. Teresa and I just recently saw firsthand
Hmm.
a group of women who are coming together for this cause, and they were building up a lot of momentum since last year, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden they fell out. Like literally, what, last week, right, Therese? We were like, wait a minute, where this show at? Why they're not going live together anymore? And I feel like definitely what causes us as women arguments is communication, right? I
Right.
think if we communicate, even if there's a point where we need to like take a break or walk away, or even if there's a misunderstanding, I think we need to be better at communication.
Yeah.
I think that's what really causes us to create these
Hmm.
assumptions and these rifts, because
Right.
us seeing firsthand, like when I saw this amazing movement that these ladies were building for almost a year now break apart, I felt like it was like a divorce, like two parents went to, I mean, it's two women, but if I, how when parents divorce you the child, and you're like, oh my God, which
Hmm.
side do I?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
that's how their community was starting to be. It was like, now, well, whose side we're going to choose? Are we going to go, we're going to choose this person's side, or we're going to choose that person's side? Because they was doing
Right.
this movement together. They were
Right.
still going to continue to move it, but doing it separately,
Hmm.
which
Hmm.
now is like a divorce. Like, who are you going to go? And if I go to this, I still like both of
Hmm.
them. If I go over
Hmm.
here, this
Hmm.
person's going to get mad.
Hmm.
And now it's
Hmm.
getting petty. It's getting petty.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is,
Yeah.
innocent, what is it in war? Like, casualties that does
Hmm.
happen when you are getting into a rift with another individual, especially in business, because
Yeah.
people get attached to you, just like in your life, people get attached to you and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
communication, even, and I feel like I know some people, some of your introverts are gonna be like, introverts are gonna say, it's hard to communicate because I don't want to start arguments and stuff. And sometimes that could be an assumption. And sometimes if a
Hmm.
little stuff will have to be had, at least
Hmm.
you can say, I got that out. I
Right.
communicated that. And
Right.
however that person takes it, that's up to them. Even if you
Hmm.
first start on saying, listen, I'm not trying to argue, because I say that sometimes when I'm approaching people. I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to start an argument. I'm just saying how I feel,
Sure.
and this is how I feel. So it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, ladies,
Hmm.
let's be better at communication, guys. So much better.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so important.
Mhm.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we start learning how to talk to each other, not at each other or around each other or behind each other, I'm telling you, things will be so much easier
Absolutely.
and better, and in terms of the sisterhood altogether. If we
I
really
agree.
start, but you know what? Unfortunately, a lot of us grown women, we never
Mhm.
been taught how to talk.
Yeah, that is a great point that you made, Tawanta, because even I had a different perspective on how to even talk to men that was wrong. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because how I
Hmm.
see, like, even, oh my God, the other day I was in a laundromat, because y'all listen, if I do my laundry here, it's going to take me hours. So I go to the laundromat, and anyway, long story short, one
Hmm.
of the customers was cussing out the laundry attendee. And when I looked up, I'm like, she got a
Wow.
little boy with her. So now that little boy seeing how black women are talking and
Hmm.
how he should be talking to other women. And I saw her walk out and say, telling her little boy, I'm sorry, I'm sorry I cussed, but that woman, like, why are you saying sorry? Like, you should have not done that in the first
You weren't
place.
sorry.
You wasn't really sorry. Like, she was
Yeah.
Tawanta. She was. I'm gonna wait till you get out of
Mhm,
work. I mean,
mhm.
you picked the right one today. I mean, she was going in over something so stupid.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, come on, it's not worth it.
absolutely. I know, and we as women, we carry so much
Right,
grudge, and
right,
some of that stuff is not even worth it's not even worth your breathing. It's
right.
not even worth
No, it's
your.
not.
It's just not worth it anymore. It really,
You're the
really
only
isn't.
one holding on to it. Everybody else moved on. They're on a totally different
Exactly.
journey. Because you're stopping your journey when you hold on to things. You are. I mean, you
Yeah,
are. You want to hold on to
it
that weight? Go
slows
right
you
ahead.
down.
I decided a
Mhm,
long time ago not to
mhm.
carry weight along with somebody else. We do that sometimes. We'll find a
Yeah,
sister friend, or we have a family member, and we're carrying the weight. We're enabling them, carrying the weight with them, instead of saying, "Listen, you work that out. I gotta do something else." I
yeah.
can't keep staying here in this moment.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing. You pushing that out of your life once and
absolutely.
for all because you
Right.
just can't deal with that toxic poison anymore. You
Right.
just can't deal with that anymore. Yeah.
Right.
Let us know, guys. Continue to comment
Chat with us,
below.
y'all. Let us
Yeah.
know. Tell us your experiences. And thank you, LaShawn, for that comment last one you said about you felt that you was pushing away friends. We all do that. We all do that at some
Yes.
point or another, whether it be from shame or whether it be from that person's lack of understanding and things like
Hmm.
that. I'm just a different friend, I would have to say. I'm not that friend
Me
that's going to
too.
speak to you over the phone for 15, 16, 17 hours. There's time we and Twanta will talk and we be on the Zoom for 3 hours. There's times we'll be short. It's just like I always felt that I fell short sometimes as a friend because I wasn't that traditional friend because I have
Hmm.
other things going on with the kids, with business and things like that that keeps me away from hanging out all the time and
Hmm.
doing all these things. And it's just like I
Hmm.
accepted that about myself because when I was
Yeah.
trying to when I was trying to live up to everyone else's expectations, I wasn't
Hmm.
happy. I wasn't happy. I was like, I was so
Yeah.
miserable because I didn't like. I remember never forget. I was in this club one time. It was years ago, and all the men were musty, and it was just like, why am I here? Because
Hmm.
I'm hanging out with my girlfriends, and they love to do that, hop a club in the city and stuff. And I was like, no, this is like that was my ending point for me because it just wasn't
Yeah.
something that made me happy. Like
Right.
I like to be home
Exactly.
watching my series and stuff.
Hmm. Hmm.
Just having a
Absolutely.
good time. But a lot of women my age are out there, running them running them
Mhm.
streets, honey. I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
even with COVID,
Even with COVID.
even
Even with
with
COVID. Yes. So let's put
mm,
up point number 3.
number 3 trees. How many we got tonight? I ain't even listen. I've been doing trees fired me from the copy and pasting, honey. Uh I was copy and pasting private notes and stuff like, ooh, my bad. I thought that was number 10.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Uh-huh.
So this one here.
Oh, LaShawn gave us a clarification. Okay. Great point, LaShawn. Teresa's going
Oh,
to bring
about
that up.
friends.
Yeah, friends. What type of friends she
Oh, she
got
said, I
rid of the
push away
toxic
toxic
friends?
friends.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. You got to push them away. Especially now that everything that has happened with COVID, it's like cool to be negative, I feel nowadays. So people are always like,
Hmm.
oh God, I'm like, girl, stop, you know,
Yeah,
you got to
absolutely.
go.
Yeah.
Pushing
So
yourself
number
forward.
3. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pushing
Are
yourself
you the
forward.
one that's
Yep. Right.
pushing yourself forward, or are you the one that's pulling in excuses why you can't go on, honey? Which one is it? Because you can't do both. Like
Can't
I'm
do
in or
both.
my out. Okay. So are you the one that's pushing yourself? I gotta keep going. I can't stop. I gotta keep doing this. I know it's
Right.
tiring. I know I'm not getting all the sales, or I know I'm not getting all the support, but I gotta
Mm-hmm.
keep going. I gotta keep, doing this on behalf of my children.
Right. Right.
What is pushing you to keep
Ooh.
going? What is really pouring into your heart to say, you know what, this I'm feeling this vibe. I'm being
Right.
drawn closer to this. You see a dream, you see your vision, and it's pushing you. It is, well, actually it's
Yes.
pulling, sorry, it's pulling you. It's pulling
Yeah.
you to keep
Pulling you
forward.
towards it. I love that.
Yes.
I did
Yes.
something new this week where I wrote down the 3 main things I want to accomplish. I did this like on Sunday.
Mm,
It's like these are the 3 things I want to accomplish this week, but I wrote it out as if I already accomplished it. Like I'm
sure.
so excited that I made this amount this week. Oh, and one of them was like, I'm so excited that I caught up on all my kids' doctor's appointments. When you got 5 kids, honey, these appointments get a little confusing and all that stuff.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I said it as if I already claimed it. And I think
Hmm.
that's when we transition, it's like we see it and it's pulling us towards it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's one trick that I did to help me push forward.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. And that's something too, ladies. Find something that can help you, push you forward
Right.
towards your goals in life or what
Right.
you want to do versus
Right.
you pulling in the excuses. Oh, well, I just can't. I've been tired all this.
Right.
Oh, I can't because the weather is bad. Oh, because this pandemic is still happening and there's not a lot going
Yep.
on.
Numbers
So
are
I'm
going
just
up
going
and
to stay
down.
stagnant. I'm going to stay in my
Uh-huh.
house. That's what I'm talking about. And a lot of us, unfortunately, are doing the pulling.
Yeah,
We are doing more pulling than pushing.
that's right.
Okay. But yet we still demand some change.
Right. And stop being around other people who make excuses. Like you could just you
Yes.
alone are guilty by association by being around individuals that are making
Mhm.
excuses and just pulling so many different things away. Get from around them and get around people who are doing some things and who are not making a bunch of
Absolutely.
excuses.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yeah. I mean, because after a while, you start to what did oh, I can't think of her name right now. Oh Lord.
What did
Uh
she do?
she's a poet. She passed away. You know who I'm talking about.
Maya Angelou.
Yes, Maya
Yeah.
Angelou. She said that when a person, well, I'm paraphrasing, when a person actually show their true colors,
Believe
believe
them.
them,
Oh yeah,
right?
it took me
Believe them.
years to realize that, because we even when we see the
Yes,
cute colors, we still get the person.
right.
Like I seen a lot of red flags in somebody I knew, and I was like, "Listen, I love him."
Okay,
I go
okay.
there.
But you got people who are like totally procrastinators, people who are just totally negative, or people who are just not, they put on this front like everything is okay, like they
Right,
doing great things,
right,
like their business is top of
right,
the charts or
right,
whatever.
right,
But really, in reality, they're just confused, or they're just not doing
right,
nothing. You know what
right,
I'm saying? So you need to step away from that too. You need to step
right,
away from the negativity of laziness, or
right.
negativity of people who are, they saying they're doing something, but at the end of the
Don't
day,
idolize. I mean, I
yeah,
made
don't
that mistake in the
analyze.
past
Yeah.
too. I was idolizing other people so much that when I really got to see the behind the scenes, I was like, wait a minute, something is not adding up right here. Because it's easy to it's so easy to put on a character or something like that.
Right. And
It's
you got
more
to be
easier for
careful
other
too.
people.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
You got to
it's
be
really
careful with
easy.
the people that you build this relationship with, because you can
Right.
easily get drawn into their world,
So
you know,
easy.
so easily,
Yeah.
and they can.
You can.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can easily fall prey. Once you realize, once you have that revelation about that person, you
Right, right.
realize like, oh, okay, you are not as who I thought you were. You've been
Exactly.
lying to me and lying to these thousands of
Other people,
followers.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
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 I do totally get it, Tawanta. One things that I'm
yeah,
starting to see, and I started to see this more when all the shutdowns happen, it's like you could be in one situation where it was bad, it was horrible,
yeah,
and it didn't feed you.
right,
And if you don't heal from that,
yeah,
you could easily get into another situation that is just as worse.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
because again, you see victims going from one situation to another bad
To
situation
another,
to another. So I would
right,
say, guys,
right,
if you're going through something, try to go through that healing coping process before you make a choice or make a decision on something, because you can end up getting into a bad circumstance or experience that you carry that trauma over
yeah,
into it, and without first saying, let me heal me, let me correct me, so that way I can see the flags moving forward. Because that's what I
yeah,
had to do, especially in business and
mhm,
life. Like once I
mhm,
healed myself, I started to see the flags. Anytime I would get that red flag, I would walk away right away. Like I was in like a little
mhm,
mini partnership last year,
mhm,
and I walked
mhm.
away from it in September. I was like, nope, I'm not
Yeah,
even going to wait for the third strike. First strike, I'm
right,
out.
right.
Okay, like that's it.
Exactly,
'Cause I'm not going to
exactly.
go through that experience again that I went through years before. Yeah.
I'm
Mhm,
100% with you on that one.
mhm.
I've been practicing the same thing, to just
Right,
walk away, don't deal with it, don't
right.
participate in the debate,
Yeah.
because it's just not going to get any better. It's not going to get the way. It's not going to the results is not going to be good at the
No,
end
it's
of the
not.
day. So, just walk away from it, so you can you protect yourself. You're
Yeah, and
protecting
don't be
your
ashamed of
heart.
walking away. Like I
Mm-mm.
see so
I
many
ain't got
times
no
people like
problem. Ah,
they feel ashamed. They get shamed sometimes from the people around them. Like, oh, you could have just kept trying for a year. You could have just
but you've
no.
been
If you feel like
trying.
it's yeah, but if you don't feel like it's right, you got to go when God tells you to go. You got to go
Oh,
when God tells you to go. Because when I didn't listen to God in the past, when He said, "Listen, I only said you could stay here up until this point.
mhm,
Once
mhm,
you supposed to break off a year ago," and I
mhm,
still kept at it. And then not only
mhm,
did I end up losing money, but my it affected the reputation of my business at the time. I had to rebuild that. You know what I'm saying? It's separate, certain things I had going on. So it's like, you gotta just be very mindful, ladies. I
Very
understand we get
mindful.
excited, we get hopeful.
Mhm,
We're very hopeful people.
mhm.
We're like, oh, I hope things will turn around. I hope things will be different. I hope.
Yeah.
People, even like with the network marketing world, sometimes people will go out and post videos of anti-network marketing, post things like it's not working. But again, it's solely up to the person. If you're looking at something as, oh, I'm going to get rich right away, I'm going to make money. You
Mhm.
can't go. Everything is a buildable thing. Everything in
Yeah.
life is that way. You look at
Right.
Amazon. Even
Right.
Amazon didn't get where is that right now overnight.
No, it
So
didn't.
no, it did
No.
not.
Mm-mm.
Do
And
we have
again,
another
ladies,
point?
you got to make this personal for yourself
Yeah,
too, because it's not just the people in your inner circle, but it's you too.
it's you
You
too.
know,
You're
there's some
attracting that.
things, yeah, there's some things inside of you, and you know it because you always
Right.
have this boxing match with your in your mind. You
Amen.
know, it's the negative and the positive, having this roundabout,
Round
argument.
one, round
You
two.
exactly. And you have to, you know, really start speaking out to yourself.
Right.
Say, no, I am not going to lose this battle, or no, I'm not going to tolerate this behavior.
Right.
Whatever it is, you're exercising your right to, push away whatever that has been
Right.
causing so much
Hmm.
pain, or it has
Hmm.
pretty much put you in a standstill in
Right.
your life, because there's so many sisters out there that wonder why they're not moving as fast as
Right.
they should.
That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
That's why I
Yeah.
think it's good to have a good friend or a business partner, whoever, that you could say, your thoughts to. Like sometimes, like even I will go to Therese and I'll, send her a Voxer message. I'm like, Therese,
Yeah.
just tell me how this sounds. Because sometimes we gotta tell somebody like what our thoughts are, just so we can just confirm whether or not, like, should I think this way, or should I, like, let me know if I'm going crazy here. So this is what happened and that's what happened. And you're really just, laid it all
Absolutely.
out there just to see
Yeah.
if you're like taking things the wrong way or misunderstanding
Mhm.
some things. That happens sometimes, and that's
It
where it goes
does.
when I mentioned communication earlier. It's
Mhm.
very
Mhm.
important that we get better at communication.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, y'all, don't forget to enter your giveaway by
Yeah,
typing
honey, I don't want
hashtag
to see it.
Sister
Listen,
Connection.
don't tell me, inbox me after talking about I wasn't able to get mine. Listen, hashtag sister connection, put it in the comments right now.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have
Put in
another
our
point, because
last
we're going to
tip.
get into, yeah.
Put in our last tip, guys. So I hope this is blessing you all. I hope this is, helping you to
Mhm.
really start thinking, and realize, like, wow,
Yes.
am I a pusher or am I a puller?
Am I
What
pushing it or
am
am
I
I
pulling?
pulling it?
Who am I pulling? What am I pulling?
Right. And if you're watching us inside the group, I noticed we have a Facebook user coming in. Go to the top part of the video, like the description section, and hit the StreamYard link so StreamYard can give permission for you to for us to see your name. Okay.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do the afterglow in a little bit, right after this
Yep.
point.
After this.
Would love
Yep.
to
After
have
this
you.
point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So give us number 4, Therese. What's the last point for tonight? So
Send it in.
are you a pusher? Do you push ideas to execute your plan? Or
Oh.
are you pulling in excuses that leads you to nowhere?
That's
Mm-mm.
right. Ideas.
Mm.
Getting, I feel like some of us women, we're missing out on our creative side of our brains. And we need to start
Mm.
doing that more. Like, get creative. Just get creative.
Oh
Like when
yeah.
some of my clients, they'd be like, well, I didn't make my goal this week. I'm like, did you do everything? Like, did you get
Mhm,
creative? Did you email? Did
mhm,
you inbox? Did you
mhm.
post? Is your audience educated enough about your offer? It's just like getting creative, thinking of brand new ideas. Like it's a world of ideas you can have to get to your goal, whether it be in your life or your business.
Oh, that's so true. Ladies,
Mhm.
this is the time to exercise this. And when I say exercise, I mean it's not like a one-time thing. You have to
No,
do this on a daily basis. So you
daily
can make
basis.
this like a second, like this is like part of your lifestyle, part of your
Right,
livelihood, that you have
right,
to do this. So yeah, exercise on pushing ideas, pushing those, those goals. Make those things happen so you can see your plan or that idea come to fruition.
Right, right.
Don't let any negative Nancy or no doubting Donnas,
I was about to say that.
yes, don't
Mhm.
let them come in and start, refiguring your
Yeah.
plan. You know what I'm
Reconfiguring
saying?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got, oh, well, you know what? Why don't you do this? Why
Right,
don't you
right,
instead of doing that? Why don't you just wait? Or no,
right.
no. This is what God gave you. This is what you wrote down on
Mhm.
paper, and you're gonna
Amen.
push this. You're gonna execute this plan. You are not gonna be the one that's pulling in excuses, from every time Dick and Rahima. You're not gonna do that.
Rahima. Ooh.
Okay, you ain't gonna, yeah, Rahima from the hood. You ain't gonna,
That's
because they
that's
always
that means
think
the mama was Rima and the father was Rahim.
yeah, yeah, Rahima. Okay, and you're not gonna have those type of people in your life to lead you to nowhere or lead you to the bottom. Okay, lead you into that same dark place that you've been fighting to get out of for so long. How many people now that are still, angry? Yeah, angry at themselves or angry at the people that they believe that had their best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? So you go ahead and push that ideas. You go ahead and and be bold and take that big move and say, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna showcase my business. I'm gonna do my interior designings. I'm gonna go ahead because technology today is so highly advanced now. You don't even need to spend thousands of dollars for all of the technology, like the phone, like the lamps here and all that stuff. Girl, you got the iPhone now. The iPhone is your camera, it's your film, it's your everything. And you are the producer, you are the creator, you are the stylist, you are all of that. You have complete dominance over your empire. So go ahead and push it. Go ahead and push the ideas, push those dreams, push those goals. Don't let anything or anybody stop you from executing what God has gifted you to do.
That's right. I'm sorry, y'all keep hitting wrong buttons and bouncing off. Twist laughing. I'm like, I'm trying to clean my keyboard because all this stuff on it. And I hit the out button. But yeah, like Twonta said, you can't just make excuses. And like you said, made up a good point. A lot of times we don't come up with fresh ideas because it's always like somebody that's trying to get us out of pursuing and taking action to that idea. So I feel
Yeah.
like become a master at keeping things to yourself until they come into
Ooh,
fruition, especially if you're in the baby
yes.
phase of that idea, not sharing it and what have you. Because even when I first initially made my plan for 2022, I didn't tell anybody but my assistant, because obviously she needs to know about it. But I didn't I even told my husband to the other day, like, yo, this is what I'm doing in my business and stuff. But before that, I was like, let me not say nothing because my idea is fragile right now.
And
It's too
and you know
nurturing.
what? And I'm glad you said that because the
Go
person
ahead.
that comes to my mind is Beyonce. If you remember, I think it was a few years back, Beyonce came and just slammed social media with her new album. You remember that? And she just, I mean, it just dominated the social media. She didn't tell nobody that she was coming up with a single. She didn't say nothing about that. And that girl, it was a master plan that this girl created, that she dominated, and it was her baby, and she was not going to allow anything or anyone, or even social media, or even the critics, yeah, the critics, to tell her otherwise, or the producers, or the record label, or whoever, to tell her, no, this ain't the good time. No, this is not. No, you shouldn't put that single out yet because you don't know how it's going to affect the audience. No, Beyonce just said, bump it. I'm doing what I got to do. And
She leaked her own album. She didn't have to. She was like, I ain't gonna wait for these people to leak my songs. That's what happens sometimes
yes,
when they say, hey, I have an album coming out on this
yeah.
day. You got those people that know the people in the record labels, and they get the track and they just bootleg it out. She's like, no, I'll leak my own stuff. I'll do my own.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah.
bigger and greater.
Right,
Yeah,
because she's been in the game long enough to know
absolutely.
who
Yeah.
who's been pulling her or been trying to pull her
Right. Right.
into ruining her career.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, she's a boss all by herself.
Right.
Yeah, she got some people that she can trust and that's very few. She don't have an
Right.
entourage like a
That
lot
she
of people
have a
assume.
nice small circle.
A
We're
very
all
small
artists. I
circle.
feel like we as women, we all
Oh, we
have
are,
this
definitely
sense
are.
of artistry and creation and things like that. That we just need to tap into it and have those moments of just in our own thoughts. And when we're ready to like
Yeah.
launch something, let's get ready. You'll be ready. You'll know when you're ready. Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure,
Yeah.
Tawana, if she had reached out to the label and asked them what they think, they would say, "Oh no, push your back, just push your back. Oh, you should do it in the
Mhm,
summer." No, if you feel it's the right time for you, it's the right time for
mhm.
you.
It's the right time.
Then
It's the
that's
right
it.
time. And
You
it
put
was
it
the
out
right
there.
time. It
Yep,
sure
that's
was.
right.
Because everybody was talking about that album, talking about the
Hmm.
single and all that stuff. And it worked in her favor.
That's right.
It worked in her favor. And
Amen.
and I'm
Favor,
pretty
favor.
sure she probably had some people in the background that was listening to her concept, her idea. She might have shared it a couple of times, but after that second or third time, she's like, you know what? I'm gonna
Mhm.
keep it on the down low. I'm
Yeah,
not
she probably
sharing.
admit, listen, she has put out so many albums that she probably listen. This is how I'm gonna do it. Because that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. You don't have to do things the traditional way. That what she did was so untraditional. You know,
exactly.
what presidented, as
Yes.
they say. Like
Hmm.
you don't. It proved that we don't have to do the same thing the same way that
Right.
everybody else is doing it. We got to do things our own way that we can keep up
Hmm.
with. Because maybe for
Hmm.
her, it's like deadlines and expectations is too overwhelming for some people. Sometimes, like those of you who are a person like you are, or any of you who are watching, are you a person type of individual that when you have when you get things done at the last minute? I know I'm that way sometimes. Like that's when I really start to make things happen when it's like the last minute, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Which is not always good at the same time when you procrastinate like that, because it can nip you in the butt, right?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
sometimes we can be like that. We can, you know.
Hmm. Absolutely, yeah. So, ladies, take Beyonce's movement and just go with it. Don't
Yeah,
share with anybody if you don't have to. Just keep it
you
to
don't
yourself
you
until
don't
you
have
have
to share.
already, executed what you need to execute, and then you could go say, "Oh yeah, I decided to do this because I thought it was the
Right,
right time," or "Yeah,
right, right,
this is what society needs to hear," or "This is what
right,
they need in their life," or whatever it is that you've been creating and prepping
right.
and planning and all those things. You push that envelope. You go ahead and say, "This is it.
This is
Here it
it.
is."
Here it
That's it.
is.
Simple as that. You know.
Boom.
So are
Who
you
we
a
have?
pusher?
Mavina said, hold
What
on.
did
Mavina
Ravina say?
said that
What she
she
say?
works. Hey,
I work
Mavina.
best last minute. She said I work
That's
best last
right.
minute. Okay.
That's right. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Everyone.
I'm more
Yeah.
like I'm not well, how can I say? I'm not a morning person, but I do get up in the morning. Like if I
Mm,
have, well, I know I take that back. I do like if I need to shop or something, I will get up in the morning to take care of my business because I don't like to be in the
mm,
crowd. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I don't like to wait at the very end, like at the afternoon, start
Right.
to get kind of crazy on the road,
Right.
traffic,
Right.
busy, especially around the holidays. I gotta
Yeah.
take care of my business in the morning time when it's
Right.
quiet, it's peaceful. That's just me. That's just me.
Yeah.
And there's people who likes the crowd. People like to
Right.
be in the midst of all of that chaos and stuff. That makes
Yeah.
them happy.
It does. I'm a type of person that like it drives my husband crazy. He's like, you have no sense of time because it's like I need no time for when we're doing things. I need no time
Yeah.
because I take my time getting ready. I don't like to rush because it
Mm,
gets me like anxious and uncomfortable and frustrated. Child, listen, when you have 5 kids, I'm
yeah.
trying to get all them ready. Man, nobody better not rush me. Like when we get out the door, we get out the door. It is what it
It
is.
is what it
Right?
is.
But I know that's how I
Yeah.
am. I take my time a lot. I'd be like, why are we rushing for? It's like the building ain't
Hmm.
going nowhere. Right?
Yeah, and you don't have to apologize to anybody about that. If you
Mm-mm. No,
if
I
you have
stopped
to
that a
take
long
your
time ago.
time, you got to take your time. And that
Hmm.
person just have to learn how to train
Just wait in the
themselves
car,
to be
honey. I'll be right
patient.
out. Just gotta listen. If you ain't helping me get ready, but you sit on in the car and I'll be
Yeah, just sit
right
there and
out.
be quiet.
I'll be
Go ahead
there.
and suck your thumb
Do
or
we
do
have any
whatever.
other points?
We are done.
We
That was the
done.
last
Wow.
move. That
We
was the
did
last
it.
point.
The last one. Okay, let's jump into what's news, and then we're
Yes.
going to we're going to do the afterglow. So Therese Love, if you could put the afterglow Zoom link in the comments, honey. And remember, we don't listen. It's a female only thing, okay? Hold on. Where's the link at? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Already had it up. So I was gonna play this video, but again, you guys can go to the site here. Okay, so let me first explain what's new. So Twonta had this amazing idea. Let me tell you something. Twonta got some awesome ideas, guys. That we add on a segment of the show called What's News. Now, we have different expectations on our What's News segment. We're not going to share anything negative. You already know what's going on in the world and what you need to be mindful of or be careful of or watch out for. So we like to share some positivity and enlightenment. And last week we shared about business grants for women of color. So we'll check that out. And today we are going to talk about a trailblazer. She's the founder behind Amy Coley. Am I saying it right? Is that French?
Coley.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, French. And brand rooted in celebrating Black beauty. Listen, us sisters, we spend a lot of money to look good. We do. Even on a low scale, we do spend money. Yeah. I don't like to use bar soap. I like to get the liquid soap, and that runs out really fast, because my mom used to use Ivory back in the day, and I used to hate Ivory. We used to use Tootsie deodorant, the deodorant that you had to scoop under, and it looked like you got fridge tips.
Oh, yeah. I ain't like that. It was called, I remember it was called Tussie.
I remember Tussie. Girl, we used to scoop it, and you it didn't really keep you that you still end up getting a little perspiration and stuff. But so what was I saying? Yeah, we as women of color, we do spend a lot of money on beauty, a lot. To look good, and that's okay. Let me just say this: I'm not saying that's a bad thing, though. That's okay. Twonta stay getting her nails done, honey. I'll be trying to keep up with her, honey. I be missing appointments and whatnot. But let me tell you, as long as I know Twonta, honey, she ain't never had a chip nail. Ain't never. But it's okay to see a woman of color, dominating the beauty industry, which, to be quite honest, no offense, has mostly been occupied by, Asians and other nationalities. It's just great to see a Black woman in this lane, promoting beauty products to us color girls.
Right. Right.
And she's a pretty sister too.
She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous, honey.
Beautiful. So, guys, check that out. Take the time out and read about this beautiful woman. Plus, since it is Black History Month, this is a perfect article to definitely to read about. And if you want, you can share it on your news feed on your Facebook page too, and let other people be aware of this beautiful phenomenon.
Please do, because the problem I have with a lot of these businesses, that are not Black owned, they use us as a income strategy. Like, I don't want to say the name of the company at all, because I don't want to promote them on the show, but they had a beauty line. It's not a Black owned business, and they had a whole section of the store where it was just geared towards us color girls getting their stuff. But it's one thing to do that, but it's another thing. It's like, are you donating back into the community? Are you contributing? Are you just or is it just you just putting up Black History Month sale?
Wow.
Or what are you giving to it? What are you contributing to it as far as education, giving back to the community that you have that business in, things like that. So listen, y'all, this blog, I encourage, even if you don't even buy anything from this person's line, still watch the video, because getting those views up, there's other ways we can support each other that doesn't have to mean we buy, because not all of us are able to purchase from each other at that current moment. But anytime follow her on Instagram, watch the whole video so that company can see the views this person is getting. Read the article, So support. That is also support.
That really is. Come on with it, y'all. Yes. That's all you're doing. There's no money involved. You're just supporting another sister, that has dreams like you, and she made it happen. And it wasn't easy for her to make it happen, but she made it to this level of success,
That's right. In a highly competitive industry.
Girl, talk about that.
Millions of
Yes.
dollars being spent every day. This is why I'm so proud of this young woman, because if you it's not a lot of us at the top of this industry. It's really not.
Very
It's
few.
really not.
Very few.
It's like less than 1%. But
Very.
again, we're the ones that's buying the most of the products. We are. So yeah,
Yeah.
support this queen, honey. Support this queen and
Yes.
support each
Yes.
other.
Definitely. Definitely support each other. And there's another makeup artist. I can't think of her name. I'm trying to look for it now before we move on.
Yeah, go ahead.
She's
I love
another.
makeup.
Yeah, but oh God, I want to say her name is Patricia something. And she is a world renowned black African American, gorgeous, beautiful woman. And she
Supple.
has makeup. What is her name? Patricia. Oh Jesus! And I was looking at her lipstick one time. Actually, I was
Uh-huh.
looking at her lipstick last week, and I was like saying at first, I was like, oh, she probably expensive, you, because her makeup is. And not all of it. There's some things that you can't afford to purchase, but at the
Uh-huh.
end of the day, especially when it's brand new, which has brand
Right.
new swatches of eyeshadows and stuff or whatever, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit up there. But I know when I saw the lipstick, I fell in love with that color. It was that gorgeous,
Wow.
rich red, like a venomous color. It was just stunning. And but
Even
the
candy. Yeah,
it
go ahead.
was like $50 for that lipstick. And I know that
Mm.
might be a little pricey, but I guarantee you that lipstick will be lasting on.
Yeah, I don't think $50 is that bad, to be honest.
I
If
don't
it's
think
a
so
good
either.
quality
Honestly, if
color
it's
and
a
it
good
lasts long,
quality.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times when you buy some of the lower grade items, they could be animal tested. They could have all these different chemicals in it. Like people don't realize, you know, the chemicals that we're putting on our faces when we buy cheap makeup. And not to
Yes.
like diss any companies or anything like that, but it's like sometimes it's good to get that, because sometimes the more higher price makeup has like different vitamins and things that's
Pat
good for your
McGraw.
skin. It's not going to let you break out. Huh? What's her last name?
Pat McGraw.
Pat McGraw. Okay. And I know Candy
Yes.
Boris opened the lady on Housewives. She got a cosmetic line that she turned into an MLM as well. So you can actually
Yeah.
sign up as a distributor under hers. I like her company. The only thing is like her I don't think she has foundation colors. So that's why I was like, oh, but
Yeah. Her name is
other than
Pat
that,
McGraw.
that's amazing.
Yeah, Pat McGrath. I think I want to say McGrath, maybe not McGrath. It might be that too. But she's been doing makeup since the 90s, the early 90s. So
Right.
this girl she's known all over the world. Okay. So, I'm fortunate I don't have the link that I could send to you guys, but I will definitely add this to next week, what's news, and we could talk more in depth about her so you
Right.
guys can see. And it's all about, again, supporting other black women,
That's right.
as far as, regardless if it's makeup or not. We just need to do that. We need to do that more often, and and let other people know about these beautiful people who have paved the way for future
Yeah.
artists out there.
That's right. And those of you out there who want to start your own beauty business, I'm coming out with my own cosmetic brush line. It is possible. You just got to get out there and do it. And once we get around and support each other, like I said, support does not have to be financial. It could be you saying, hey, girl, you going live, I'm going to pop up and share it. Or I'm just going to comment to boost up your algorithms. Or, hey, girl, I'm going to share your content, or go on your blog and give a view, so you can get credit for that.
Mhm.
Support that can go a long way for people in business. Trust it, and can.
It sure can. It sure can. So are we ready for the giveaway?
Girl, we almost forgot about girl. Yeah, Therese, come up, Therese. Do the giveaway, sis. I put my name in,
Yes,
honey.
we are giving away that beautiful two-tone mug, the two-color mug here.
Yes, take down the screen, Therese. Take down the screen and bring up the
Ooh.
giveaway. Sorry, I have
So
to text
who's
my
gonna
husband. He's
win
back
a
there.
mug tonight?
Who's gonna
Who's
win a mug? Oh yeah, give them a couple of seconds. Listen, if y'all didn't put in hashtag sister to sister connection, put it in now. Put it in now, please, please, please. So you can get our mugs, honey. You want a mug? I want a mug. I want all the mugs. Come on, come on, come on. Put it in hashtag. You only have to put it in one time, baby. One time. One time only. Yes.
I just put the link of Pat McGrath's.
Yeah, we can show her. Yeah, let's put a pin in that to show her next week. We want to definitely.
So you ladies ready? Let's make it happen. Let's make it
Oh, let me
happen.
see. Let me see.
Let's make it
Oh,
happen.
shoot.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ooh, I'm loving it. Ooh. Hold on, Trees. Don't start it yet. I have to switch my screen. I love that. Okay. Oh, we won. Okay, we got to do it again. Spin it again, Therese. We can't do that. I think I typed it in the comments. Do it. Can we spin again? I think we can. Can y'all see me?
I can see you, honey.
Okay, let's spin it again. If it show us again, I'm going to cry. Oh, my God. Spin it again. Spin it one more time. Do it again.
Nope, not us.
Weird.
Not us.
I don't know. My internet is slow, so I think I'm delayed.
Oh,
Awesome!
yay!
All right, Diane. I'm gonna reach out to you. Well, yeah, reach out to us via email. I gotta send you the colors of the mug so you can pick your color, sis.
Yes, get your pink, girl. Get your pink.
Listen. If you already want one,
There's
get
so
it.
many
You just
colors
build
to
on the
choose from.
collection.
It really is.
Yeah, this is exciting. Is Diane still here? Let's see if she's still here.
Is she still here?
I thought LaShawn was going to win because I saw her name like pause a little bit.
I know, right?
That
Diane,
was funny.
you still with us, girl?
Twice. Where's she at? I don't see her. I think my comments are delayed. All these kids using their damn tablets, honey.
Yeah, there she goes.
She wants the pink one. I had a feeling she's gonna pick the pink one. Yeah, the pink one's cute. It's like a baby pink, like a
it's that pretty pale
cotton
pink.
candy
It's
pink.
the perfect pink for your sorority, girl.
That's right.
Pink.
Oh, her sorority's pink?
Yeah, she's AKA.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes.
Awesome. You in a league? Diane.
Yes.
That is awesome.
I was with her when she was going through the pledging process back in the day because she and I were sweet mates and everything. So I remember those times when she was going through that process, man.
I never got into the sorority stuff. So when I see other people, I'm like, wow. It's different up here in New York, honey. All these little rules and stipulation they have. I'm like, nah, honey, I'm not with that. No.
Yeah,
I got to show up for meetings and pay
the dues and stuff and everything.
I'm good, but I get the value of it. Let me just say that I understand the value of it, especially in the business world. I know a lot of clients. I have one client that's linked to. I don't it's a sorority. They're blue and yellow, I think.
Sigma Gamma Rho.
Yes, and when she promoted her business, those girls came out and supported her big time.
Yes.
So I really like that. You have like a network of support. But yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go into the afterglow. Y'all better join us.
Yes,
bye,
y'all.
See y'all later.
See ya. Goodbye.